But you said something earlier that does give me hope, and that, Donald Trump, who, look, as far as I'm concerned, I not a perfect candidate by any stretch of the imagination. Don't love everything that he does, but I think that for the region, yes, the answer to your earlier question, which is that you hope that something bigger is going on. And I feel like if he can bring about the Abraham Accords, right? If he can bring stability to the region, that only benefits Israel, right? So, he can make deals with these countries, regardless of their human rights records, so long as he establishes peace and prosperity within the region. Economy drives a lot of things, right? So, if people everywhere are prospering and there's peace and there's security, I think that lends itself to, less war in the Middle East. Right. So I think a byproduct of all of that would be a sustainable Israel.
Well, he's attacking the influence, because this comes from the influence.
Yes.
And the Arab countries have been pushing this narrative. They had an interest in the Palestinians remaining, quote, refugee.
For sure.
Because the Jews are in an area, and it stems from a religious belief.
First,
but economic beliefs will eventually overpass religious belief. We see that in capitalism, which is what's happening in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
They're prospering. UAE, Bahrain, like these countries are like, okay, well, I get this old religious thing we told people for.
Well, the prince, Saudi Arabia, what does he say?
Right.
He says, no, I don't want the Muslim Brotherhood in Saudi Arabia. I don't want Islamists in Saudi Arabia, because we have a great economy and we have a wonderfully functioning, high functioning country, right? We're prosperous, and we don't have any war.
You flush that out,
and they need the money.
Right. When you flush that out and you stop this influence, all of a sudden you're going to see when the other Arab countries come out and say, hey, listen, and they're already, Qatar and those guys, like, we don't want Palestinians here.
Right.
They come in here and they cause shit. They're Islamists. We don't want that.
And it's possible. Look at the history shows it. I mean, we signed armistice deals with Egypt. It's held. We signed armistice deals with Jordan. It's held. Lebanon,
they built a more strong wall than we have.
Right.
They don't want that.
Oh, the Egyptian border, of course.
Yeah.
I know better.
They know,
Yep.
because it comes in and it starts shit. We don't want that anymore. Al-Sisi came out and gave one of the most historic speeches when he first took in.
Yep.
And you can say what you want about him. He has, I'm sure, his flaws too, but he's not an Islamist.
Right.
And he said, he lectured the clerics, like, enough. Stop teaching our kids this stuff.
Yes.
Stop it. And these countries that are still doing it are influencing. Qatar is one of the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.